Hello, everybody. This is Dr. J and Professor Spikes from you live from New York.
New
Long
York.
Island, New York? Long Island, New York. We're broadcasting coast to coast and across the globe. We're bringing to you the market wrap every day at 4:30 after the close on Wall Street. Today's close was not as good as it was at the open.
Kissing your sister.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the open
fractional percentages.
showed a little bit more life than the close, but basically an update except for the Nasdaq. So we'll take it.
Right, exactly. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Today to be an oldies day. Talk about CVM,
Old,
BCRM,
oldies but goodies.
oldies,
Remind me of you.
like a Murray Decay swinging soiree type thing.
Oh, you cats and kittens are gonna love today's show.
Wolfman Jack.
No,
Anybody out of New York ever hear of these guys? Are they known outside of New York?
Wolfman Jack had a syndicated show, sort of like Casey Kasem. So there should be people who know.
Murray Decay?
Mary the K, I don't know. He just was historical. I don't think he had. Just people remember him because of documentaries. I don't know if anybody's. He did go to New York for a little while.
Yeah, he
Yes,
was.
CVM. Rob Townsend's funny. It's just CVM. Slowly, I turn step by step. I hear you. That's my Niagara Falls too.
We should look at NAT and NWBO and RADA, Heat's
Yeah,
Heat's group.
yeah, he likes
The
those.
other guy is with us today from the Green Mountain State. Magnificent dancer, Shalom. Regamarco from Switzerland. Tom is with us. Joe is with
Regular's
us.
asking for XBI. Yeah.
Robert
All right.
Townsend is with us. How you doing, Rob? Rob, I asked Rob if he wanted to go on with us, but he chickened out.
Well,
Yeah.
eventually you realize it doesn't bite. What's the
Yeah.
worst that happens? You embarrass yourself on the internet in front of millions, potentially millions upon millions of people.
Yeah, Rob is up in Niagara Falls, right?
Slowly I turned. That's where I found them.
Pete is with us today.
Yep. Theme in the market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up in the morning and drip, drip, drip the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whack.
DWAC is making moves a second day in a row. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
Laura's with us today
Yep. Cousin Laura.
from deep in the heart of Texas. All right, so let's do some work.
Yep.
Enough chatting.
Yep. Let's go, you crazy cats and kittens.
Got to get to business. Got to get to work.
Yep. You got to spin those records.
All right. What are we going to do first?
Well, you might as well go over the bigger indices just to see what they did today.
See how everything did today. The S&P, which had been up a lot more, was up only 8 points, 0.21%. The Dow, wasn't that up 400 at one point? It closed up 61. Not the best day, up 0.19%. The Nasdaq down, well, flat.
Yeah, flattish.
The
Again,
Russell is
down. Wow, that really did take a hit.
Yeah, down 0.34%. Small caps are not being bought. Crude oil is up back over 100 again to 102.06.
Yeah, so that must mean the energies are starting to go back again. Let me take a look.
Gold continues its drip down 1%.
Linger.
Silver down 1%. The euro pretty much flat against the dollar. The 10-year creeping back up, 2.81.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see $3 before this creep is
3%.
over
Yeah.
on the 10-year.
Well,
We came pretty close.
they're aiming for inflation to be between 2 and 3.
What do you remember it being recently? I think it hit. Did it hit 2.9, the 10-year?
Didn't it go over 3 at least for a second and a
Oh,
half?
it actually went over 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Three.
I mean, it's like, usually when we do our contracts, we think of 3% as a base inflation, but really it's a little bit less than that over the history, over the
Right.
recent history.
So 3% is not a terrible price for the 10-year.
It's okay. I mean, obviously.
Yep, it's okay. It's almost fair.
Yeah, exactly. A fair value in terms of, as long as our bank interest starts going back above 1%. They've been getting away with giving us only 0.5% a year. That
Yeah.
we have to correct for that. Take our money out of the banks.
Yep.
But don't put it in the stock market. Keep it under your mattress or something.
Got to go somewhere.
It's got to go somewhere. Buy gold.
I think we're in for a rally before the end of the year, and in one of the two markets, bonds or stock market. I can't imagine both of them are going to be painful to be in. It has happened, but usually it doesn't.
Yeah, somebody, Magnificent Answers talking about Jerome Powell's impact. It's there, but it's not massive. I don't think. I think there's bigger fish than what Powell's going to do, especially since he can always change his mind.
I thought Powell has been pretty good.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I'm not gonna trash the guy.
No, I think he's a moderate in terms of all of his actions. He's not really hawkish. He's not really dovish. He reacts to the data, and he reacts slowly. If that would be the only thing you could say negative about him.
Hmm.
Maybe he should have reacted a little sooner to inflation.
Somebody has way too many people pissing in his ear.
Yeah, I mean, but I think all in all, I think he's been pretty okay. The SPY, what did it do today? It actually made a new low on the day. Lower low than yesterday, I mean. 415.01 was the low. It touched my 415, so I'm happy. Now it can go up.
You're not right. Now it's allowed.
It's allowed to go up now. I've been shouting 415 from the rooftops. So it hit my 415. It can go up now. It's allowed. And I wouldn't be shocked if we did have a little rally going in here.
From your mouth to the stock god's ear.
I'm telling you, we could see a seesaw back up to test this 460 area, and have one more test of 415 before this year is up. I think it's going to give
round and round she goes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a whiplash type of market. And I think we may have seen the bottom at 410, but we may have also seen the top for the year at 480. So what you seize is what you get, as Flip Wilson used to say.
That's right.
Or Geraldine.
When he was Geraldine.
Yeah. What you seize is what you get. Okay, so I guess that's true. What you seize is what you get. Until this market goes above 480 or 410, I'm telling the truth, right?
You tell no lies, my friend.
I'm telling the God's honest truth until it's no longer true. But I think it's going to be true for a long time, the rest of the year. All right, and of course I'm more in danger of being called a liar by the bottom, by a new low being put in as opposed to a new high.
I mean, generally, your position has been that that this is all preface to an overall good year.
Well, I think we'll get a small gain on the year. We started the year. What number were we at?
And look, if we can get anywhere close to the beginning of the year, I'll be a happy person.
I think we'll close at 472. I don't know where we were at the beginning of the year.
Because this has been since January. It's been, well, actually since October, but since January, really, it's been horrible.
Yeah, let's see the beginning of the year for the hell of it. 1.3.
Mm-hmm.
We were pretty close to the top. On 1.4, we made a high. I don't think we'll get there. I think we'll come close, like I said, about 470. Be the final number. Next year we make new highs. How's that?
All right. I could live with that. If I live that long, I can live with that. So what are we doing first?
Diamonds are a girl's best friend, but instead of DIA, I happen to have the Dow Jones handy. And it put in a very tepid looking candle. It had been much higher earlier. In fact, it closed the day red. That is, the close was lower than where it opened, even though it was up on the day.
Right.
It's kind of a, not a great candle, put it that way.
BCRX
had a good day.
Yeah, it did. I hope I'm not wrong if I predict the bottoming over here.
No, we can predict the bottom anytime we like. It doesn't mean we're right, but we can still predict it.
Yeah, no, but you know me, I hate being wrong.
I do think that BCRX is a reasonable chance that we put in the bottom on BCRX, and we move up from here. This stock shouldn't be single digits ever, so there's no reason. There was some news today that propelled a little bit. European EMA, whatever that stands for, European Medicines Agency,
right.
whatever it's
called. They like something in their pipeline.
Yeah, some rare genetic drug for a rare genetic disease. We'll take it, whatever the positive is. We'll take it. An excuse to go up 4.75%, which is a nice move. So
yeah, I mean, you guys were analyzing it that even without the new drug, they should be higher than this.
Well, Orladeyo, by the CEO's own admission, is $1 billion a year drug down the road. So yeah, it's worth. Orladeyo alone is probably worth $20 without the rest of the pipeline. All right, let's take a look at CVM, an oldie, but it
is another oldie.
I don't want to say goodie, just an oldie.
Well, I'm still in this one from way back when.
Yeah, it was up 6 pennies today. That's not terrible.
All right, 270. I mean, when the bad news hit, it was 12.
I remember when I first got into it, it was about this price, a little lower.
I remember when we were screaming Yo 11.
Yeah, Yo 11.
That was
at first I was screaming Yo 7.
Yo 7, right, and then Yo 11.
Not Yo, just 7. I was screaming.
Oh, 7, right? Yo 7. You just said scream 7, then right. You went Yo 11, right?
What was the low yesterday? Though 2.62. So we're off the low today. I mean, the chart doesn't say anything that you can write home about. The chart says, "Why are you in this one?" That's what the chart is saying. Well, some people are in it because of Gert. And Gert, like I tweeted, never underestimate that man. If anybody's capable of pulling a miracle, he is. So, or pulling a rabbit out of the hat, whatever you want to call it. So if you're in this one, you're betting on Gert. That's what you're betting on. Let's take a look at CTIC, which is one of the few bright spots of the year.
Right.
There's been a few, but this is probably the brightest. I mean, look
Well,
where,
you got an engulfing candle, but it's on an upswing. So I don't know if that's meaningful,
and
right?
plus it's the body of the red candle is very small.
Right.
It started out as low as, I mean, when it bottomed here, CTIC, it bottomed in December, which is not that long ago, 6 months ago. It bottomed in December at $1.43. And so it's had a phenomenal run to 529 we closed today.
Mm. Sure.
And there's no reason to think this won't continue. There's more to come, you would think, based on this chart. So that one looks good.
Do you want to look at the diabetes one tandem?
Sure. Stick to bio direct today.
Well, if we're talking about oldies but goodies, that was all we used to talk about.
And this had a very good report on its pump, whatever you call it, whatever.
Right. Which is why it went down.
Off of good news, it looked good.
I mean, these are the ones where you get in, you average back down again, and just sort of wait, because overall, you're holding something good.
Where the bottom of this candle takes us. It's an interesting touch here back in April.
Yeah.
But
right, because we had that. If you look all the way back at the beginning of your chart, we had that. People were saying, "Oh, it's going to go over 100," and you said yes for sure, and that's that. And then it went back down and gave us another buying opportunity. And then it went up really high, all the way to 150. I missed that ride completely.
The way it's been plummeting, it looks like 91.85 is going to come into play.
Yeah, where it used to be.
Yeah, 92.
Back when people were asking, that was where it was resting after the last big upswing.
Yeah, that's when we got interested in it again. Yeah, 92.
Right, the second coming of the stock.
Yeah, so it might just revisit that area. What else?
Well, you put in, actually, you put in some of the usuals like Microsoft and Amazon. Let's see what the gang wants, because all right, some people don't really like Tandem, BCRX, NWBO.
Yeah, I'll look at
that one.
I have Microsoft down already, and it too.
Right, we do that one first.
It too gave back a hell of a lot. It had been 290, 291. So just like,
Well, no, it's up here now, right? It's
just
too
like
from the high, but it had a really good day today.
Yeah, it had a good day based on earnings, but could have had a better day.
Mm.
So it's an okay move today. I'll take it, being that I bought it. But
Being that you bought it,
yeah, I'll take
lower
it.
than this.
I would have liked it to close a little more green than it did. You need a magnifying glass to see the green on that candle.
Well, what were they talking about? They were saying, they're still into Xbox. They still got a big presence in the web. They got good business lines going.
Yeah, they do, and of course,
Is that Activision that they're looking to buy? Is that these guys?
they're in the clouds. They're in the clouds.
Oh, that's right. The clouds. They're doing good in the clouds.
People are now calling Microsoft a cloud company.
Well, when was the last time you bought a Microsoft machine?
About a month ago.
No, not a Mac clone. I mean a Mac. Excuse me, not a
Not a Windows. You mean a Microsoft hardware?
Well, there was Microsoft hardware. But it was the typical IBM with the Microsoft software.
No, they did have hard. Didn't they have hard? They have a.
Well, they had the Zune.
They had something. They had like a iPad, that mini computer.
Oh yeah, they still had the Surface.
Surface.
The Surface.
Whatever it's called. Yeah.
Right.
They do have
Yeah,
something.
it's not really their strong suit, hardware software.
No, it's not.
Software in the cloud has to be.
They're in the cloud, like the Office that I use now. What is it called? 360.
The 365, yes.
It says 365. It's all in the
Well,
cloud. I got to
it's
search.
definitely the way to go. Subscription model,
Yeah,
and everything's in the cloud, but you can still
all
keep.
in the cloud. I don't have to clutter my hard drive. I don't have to worry.
I do anyway. You think I'm going to leave it on the cloud, and not have my own copy?
I leave everything on the cloud. I trust the cloud. It's all in the
Trusting man. I don't trust myself. What if you forget your password? Then you're dead.
cloud. I think though there's ways to get it to retrieve it.
Send in your fingerprints.
Yeah. Anyway, Microsoft looks like one that you could a stock that you could own. It had good earnings.
Yeah, you know something? If I had some money, that'd probably be where I put it. That or Apple.
Let's get to brass tacks here. Is this a buy, sell, or a hold? Right here.
Right here.
Does it fill?
Does
Does it fill some? It's not going to fill this gap all the way down here. I think it's a buy right where it is.
I'd say.
Microsoft is a buy, strong buy right where it is. You know, tech got us into this mess. First we rode tech up. Now we rode tech down. We're going to ride tech right back up. Our best companies in America are tech. So if you rule out tech, you're ruling out America.
There you go. You're just not American.
It's un-American to not own Apple and Amazon.
Jiggy's saying if you're really doing a Dr. J Oldie show, you should do Dermatech.
It's un-American not to own Microsoft. Ask Bill Gates; he'll tell you.
Exactly.
So let's do what
NWBO.
NWBO. Northwest Biotherapeutics. It's got a nice candle today, I'll tell you that much. Even though it's only up a penny, it's very nice. It's going to get to that dollar and go and probably close above it. It's got a little staying power and a little Momo behind it. So when the market gets better, I think this will go above $1, even before the long-awaited journal article, the referee journal article that it's going to publish its results in, or is publishing the results in, of the GBM study. And if that's good, this will return nicely. It'll be a triple, quadruple, quintuplet. I don't know.
Really?
It'll do very well. Yeah. If the data is really good, it'll shoot up.
Yeah. Nobody likes to write papers about stuff that doesn't work.
Well, no, I think they unfortunately, these medical journals will publish the results either way.
Yeah, I guess it's something nicer than, if you do all that work, you might as well at least announce it.
Yep.
Not like in math, you're only allowed to announce your successes.
Yeah, you can't show the failures in math. Absolutely.
No, you can't. People might actually think math is hard.
I almost proved Fermat's last theorem. You want to see how I almost proved it?
Do I want to see how you almost proved it?
Yeah, I almost proved it.
Can you do that within the show time we have left?
Probably. I could do it in the margin of my notebook.
You can do it in the margin of your notebook, right? I have a clever little proof, but maybe I'll write it later before I croak.
All right. Anyway, enough. People are going to get upset with us.
Like I said, Jiggy's recommended you do Dermatech next.
DMTK?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why not? The old DMTK. Anyway, this I think is a strong buy. Based on risk reward ratio, NWBO looks like a strong buy. Dermatech is another one of these falling knives.
Really?
Isn't it? Look, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It crossed the line, so to speak. It's a tough one to recommend off the chart, but it's going to stop falling sooner or later. So
you still own any of this?
if you really want in on this, you nibble a little here and you nibble a little lower, and you keep nibbling on, buy average down and hope it stops going down.
That's the ATHX strategy.
Yeah, the ATHX is gonna bankrupt me.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna take a tenth, and then another tenth, and then another tenth, and eventually, well, according to mathematics, you still have some money left.
No, I think you're gonna wake up next week and it'll be a $5 stock. It'll
From your
reverse.
mouth to God's
reverse
ear again.
It'll
That would be
reverse split
wonderful.
10-1.
Hmm?
10-1 reverse split, so it'll be a $5 stock.
Oh, 10-1 reverse split.
Yeah,
Oh, they're gonna have to do that soon. You're right, because it's getting so cheap.
yeah, and they need money, so you can't raise money on a 48-cent stock. So you have to reverse split and then
Yeah,
dilute.
but reverse splits tend to lose share value.
Yeah, this will go to $5. They'll do a 12 to 1 reverse split. That's $5 or so, and then they dilute it by about 50%. So it's worth $2.50.
After the offering.
Yeah, yeah. So not a lot. Yeah, who knows how they're going to dilute it? But they need money. They have to keep the lights on,
Yeah.
and they can't. I don't think they can wait anymore. So that's why the stock is down so much. They know it's well known that they can't pay the rent, so to speak.
Right.
Their burn is pretty large, and they have no money's coming in. Maybe there's some milestone payment attached to Helios unraveling the data. Maybe, I don't know. So maybe they get some money that way. But it seems to me like a reverse split and dilution is possible, if not probable. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I hope your news comes first.
Well, I think that's what they're hoping. Can they
Yeah.
hold out long enough for the news?
What was that latest commercial? Hope is not a plan.
Hope is not a plan. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. The question is, will good news come in sometime in May, and then the reverse split?
Well, then
They
we'll
won't-
have the stock going up, and then the
Maybe they
offering.
won't have to reverse split. It'll just shoot up to $5 first, without
Right, and then the offering will come.
Yeah.
That's just fine with me.
I mean, it's scary at this level. You know that they need money desperately. So, and Helios has got a habit of not coming in on time with anything.
Right.
So if they're not timely with their results in May, this thing will have to reverse split, and we will lose yet more money. So that's the danger of owning Athesis. The danger of not owning it is the data could come in, blow everyone away, and you're looking at a $5 stock that was 50 cents. That's the danger of not owning it. So there's danger either way. You own it or don't own it. You're kind of stuck. If you own this one, I think you're kind of stuck.
And that's when you roll the dice.
You roll the dice, baby. Let the dice roll, drop where we got to roll a 7. Roll a 7. All right, don't crap out on us. That's what we're hoping.
That's right.
All right, what else did Heath want? Rada? He loves Rada.
Yeah, he's had a couple, and his cousin had Zim.
Zim, let's do Zim, because we did Rada more recently. Zim is shipping, right?
Not sure.
Yeah, Zim is shipping. They had a solid candle today. So did all the ship makers, all the shippers, ship container companies, integrated shipping. I think one of them or two of them had good earnings today. Maybe that's what happened. So it's either this one had good earnings and was up, or it was up in sympathy. How is that the one we own, GSL?
GSL is the other one that you guys are into, right?
No, I own that one.
Well, that gave a nice candle too.
Yeah, also had a nice candle. So the ship container companies looked like they had a good day today. And that's, I think, an omen for more to come.
It is the candle you like because it's an engulfing, sort of engulfing. right at
Very,
the end.
very, very close. Very, very close.
Yeah.
Close enough to get
Certainly,
it.
at least in your vernacular, it's a nibble.
Yeah,
Anybody's got money.
just close the gap and you're making money. That's 23.24.
Right.
It's a nice little swing. I think it closes the gap off of this candle. I think you're pretty safe with the low for you to take profit. So if it goes below, I mean stop loss. So if it goes below 21.52, you're out. And if it hits the close here at 23.32, you're out.
Or just go for the gambler's ruin.
It's a pretty fair bet for a swing. I think it's totally fair. I like the long. I would take the long, not the short on that.
Gotcha.
So it looks pretty good. I think shipping is going to recover. I think Shanghai is going to reopen one day, and Beijing may not totally close down. And I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough world. What can I say? It's a tough world out there.
Now they're also talking about NAT, which is North American Tanker. I guess that's
probably had a good day today as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it did 3%. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Oh no, I'm looking at natural gas. They're talking about North American Tanker.
Oh, I keep looking at.
Oh no, not yeah, right. And NAT. When I do NAT, I get natural gas.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, no, it's something else. Let me see if I could find
North.
Unless they're just describing Zim as a North American tanking company.
I don't know. But anyway, natural gas looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't look bad at all.
No, yeah, and the XLE went up also. So I mean, looks like energy might be coming back. Nordic American Tankers.
Well, what the heck is a symbol if it's not NAT?
Well, let me look it up then. Nordic American Tankers.
NAT. Oh, it is NAT.
Right, but you have to click it off of its name.
It doesn't look that different than actual gas.
Yeah, actually, it had a very good day also. Actually, this one went up 12%. The other one only went up 3%.
It had a huge day, huge. And again, there's no reason to think it'll stop right here.
No, I think that little dip it had was just a buying opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it's at a little bit of resistance at the top today, but it goes above that. It should make a new high.
Yeah, looks good.
It's got the Momo. Big move today. Might come back a little. Comes back midway. Looks like if you can get in at 275, probably should. Looks pretty good. Okay, so we'll call it a day here.
Yeah, we certainly will. This was fun.
Yeah, as always, your own due diligence. Our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Check with the advisor before acting. Check with Jiggly before acting.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Jiggly knows the answer. If Dr. J don't know, who do you think I ask?
Exactly.
I ask Jiggly. All right, so thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Heath. Thank you, Jiggly. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Tom, and everybody else. Good to see everybody. See you all tomorrow. Ciao. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good day. Good trading.